Okay.
Hey Tim, and it's nice to see you. We're in Tim's house today, and I'll blow the cover off everything. Fourth wall. Tim's my son. Mm-hmm. This house was built when?
It was originally built in 1894.
And your family has a long history here, right?
Yeah, so my grandfather was a child in this house.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding.
His stepmom owned it.
Right, so you've had a couple of generations living in here, and you kind of wanted to update things and make it a little more modern. I remember coming over, things were a little old school before.
Definitely.
So tell us a little bit about what you're doing, and then we're going to tell them what we're doing.
So, as far as what we're doing to the house, we gutted as most of everything so that we could get rid of the old knob and tubing wire and plumbing, and then we're going to go all new plumbing and wiring, and so we decided to get a new all-electric heating and air conditioning system. We're going to try to go all-electric as well.
Right on. That's where your dad came in.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
my business, right? Electrify my home. You'll get to know us a lot over this video series. We're going to document what we're doing in this home. This is, come on in here. This is my friend Roger. He's one of the best installers I know that does this. I've worked with him for many years. Typically, let's just kind of lay it out what we're doing here. Take a peek up here if you would. This is our return air. You can see that it's very large. We're putting a very small system upstairs and a small system downstairs. This whole house is going to be done with about 24,000 BTUs. I believe before you had a couple of systems in here, 2 furnaces, one upstairs and downstairs, and I think you had about 6 tons of air and maybe 120,000 BTUs of heating in it.
That sounds about right.
Right, so we're tightening up the shell. We're going to put insulation in the walls.
Yeah, we're going to insulate
right?
all the walls. We're going to
insulate the attic space really nicely.
Yes, insulate the windows. We go to double pane glass in the windows.
Very nice, very nice. So we're going to have a nice tight shell on this old house. I mean, we have a great opportunity to kind of get it all done here. So what we're doing is we're putting a 12,000 BTU ducted mini split system up in your attic space, and that's going to be a horizontally applied system. We'll take a peek at that in a second. And then downstairs, we're going to put the same unit vertically in a closet, and that's going to kind of have the ducts inside the building envelope. So by having the ducts inside the building envelope, we're really saving on capacity. So this one up here, once the ducts and everything are in, we're going to blow insulation over them so we can really increase that R value on that ductwork. And so we'll get just the right amount of air in this room. This unit will run a lot, but it uses a tiny little bit of energy, right? So if your wife has a blow dryer, your wife have a blow dryer?
Yeah.
Right, so if you ever look at that blow dryer, which you may not, you don't have a lot of hair. So
I don't use it ever.
But the high setting on a really good blow dryer is about 1,850 watts, right? So that's 1.8 kilowatts. To put that in perspective, this system up here in your attic space, maximum capacity is 1.35 kilowatts.
Oh, wow.
So this will heat your entire upstairs for less than the medium setting on your wife's hairdryer.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, that's really
because you can lay the hairdryer down in your master bedroom in there and it's never going to heat it up, right? It's all through the magic of heat pump technology, right? It's coefficient of performance. So what we're doing is we have a machine that's grabbing heat from outside. It's putting it into a fluid, compressing it, and bringing it up here and amplifying it. And when we do that, we get 3.5 to 3.9% coefficient of performance, which means we put $100 worth of electricity into that unit, we get $350 to $390 worth of electricity or heat out of that electricity with this system. So that's how it's way different than your hair dryer, right? The hair dryer is 1-to-1. We're doing 3.5 times the heat for the same amount of energy. So it's really remarkable. So let's take a look up in the attic.